Hey guys, what is up? I am Devildriven. It's Monday. It's Ladder Leverage Day, and we got Mr. Gorflow. How we doing today, sir?
Hey, Double D, I'm doing well, thanks.
We had a real good session with your guys' creation. Who all came up with this? You, Green
So
Knight.
it was me, Green Knight, Gravish was in there, Kier, like a ton of TLG guys. We were like, yeah, a bunch of guys were in
It
on
was
on
it
this
was
deck.
it was the Knights of the Round Table.
It was, yeah.
All right, before we get into the deck here, CDPR sent me a prize. We're gonna open it up real quick, see what we got. I got some scissors here. Hopefully we don't cut any beard stuff. This thing's like wrapped up like super good, so I hope I can even open it without messing it up. But what do you think it is?
I think it is some sort of merchandise.
Merchandise.
I know that's very vague, but that's what I think it is.
Oh, geez. Like it got smuggled into the country.
The suspense
Man,
is
Alicia,
killing me.
you really wrapped this thing. Holy cow. I guess so. You got if you watch those videos on YouTube, UPS guys just toss stuff all over the place.
Yeah, it's weird how overseas packages always have so much packaging.
The card. I just mangled it. Let's in the box. What's in the box? Ooh. All
What
right.
is in the box?
Let's do the card first, because they usually sign it, which is super, super awesome. Ooh, it's a cyberpunk card.
Oh,
Very cool. It says Happy Holidays. For the best moderator from Alicia Berza. Super,
Wow.
super cool. You guys are the best, man. You guys are great. Thank you so much, Alicia and Berza. You're the best. Let's see what we got. Now we got to open up the box.
it's a high accolade.
Right?
The best, not the second best.
If you aren't on
The best.
along with the TLG Discord, if you're not part of the Gwent Discord, it's discord.gg/playgwent. I usually post stuff on the memes channel and cosplay stuff. I love art, man. I'm just a huge art person. Like, I just can't believe the things that the Gwent and Witcher community make to have like no fingernails. But everybody just is super cool there, man. So definitely check it out. It's a Wild Hunt Witcher. What? The suspense is killing us. Eventually, we're gonna get into gameplay and playing Gwent. But it's belated Christmas for Devil here. Ooh, it's a pair of socks. Yes.
Are they themes?
I got Witcher feet. You guys are great, man. Thank you so much. If this doesn't tell you how awesome CDPR is, just to send some, little old me a pair of socks and a cool card, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. All right, back to the actual ladder leverage.
I want to talk more about the socks, man.
Oh, my
Those are some
goodness.
dope socks.
Yeah, they're like blue and red. That's awesome, man. You guys are. I just can't express how much love I have for CDPR, man. Just absolutely incredible. You got the screen there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now to the deck. Tactical advantage. Yes, you're looking at that correctly. So, what was the decision to go with tactical advantage? Mostly the Asir and Masquerade Ball.
So, I think the reason why Tactical Decision works so well with this is because it lets you get more consistency with cards being put back into or back on top of your deck with Invocation and Asira. It just kind of gives you like one more roll of the dice when you're trying to play Masquerade Ball for the second time or something along those lines. And plus the extra revision is very nice.
Yeah, it's and I like how you describe it. When I looked at this list, I just thought control. I just thought like this is a control deck, and it is somewhat, but it ramps up pretty quick with engines. You know, it's pretty impressive.
It's actually it's an engine deck with control as a side effect. Like the control is just a bonus, but at its heart, at its core, it's an engine deck because you're gonna be playing long rounds and you're gonna see 10-point Thirsty Dames, 10-point Nausicaa Sergeants on the board. It's pretty crazy.
It's like a bazooka, but it has a scope.
That's actually a perfect analogy. Yeah.
Vincent works out really well. You got plenty of tags here. You could put on bleeds. You could put on poisons. The lock will do it too. Anything, shields. If they put vitality, he could take it out. He's just a really great card. I love the card. Now let's go over the Joachim portion of it, because like you said, it can get kind of tricky on the Joachim.
Yeah, so I have to say this about Joachim. He synergizes with the deck in 4 different ways. So 1, he's an aristocrat, which means he procs Masquerade Ball, and which we really need aristocrats. You can play Masquerade Ball twice in this deck. We'll get to how in a second, but you need the aristocrat tags, so that's really helpful. So that's the first synergy. Second, he has a spying status, which is going to proc your Thirsty Dames when you play him. Third, he's a deploy, which procs your Nausicaa Sergeants. And fourth is he synergizes with Invocation. So if you put something on top of your deck, you can get it with Joachim. So imagine you like invoke it's Great Oak or something like that. You're going to be playing a 16-point Great Oak with Joachim, which is nice.
Yeah, that's pretty bananas there, right there. That's like the dream right there. So that's what you want to look for. If they play Oak early, you can yoink it pretty quick. Ramon, your targets for Ramon are the tortoises and the sergeants, correct? That's the only thing he can grab.
That's the only thing, and it's a bit tight for Ramon, not gonna lie. Probably want to play him earlier if possible, just to, when you can play Ramon, just take the Ramon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, like, if you can get the Ramon and the tortoise and then play another tortoise, I mean, that's 18 points in 2 cards. And they all have armor on them, so it's like if they are damage friends, I mean, yeah, they take 2 armor off you and get 2 back, but it's like you still have 18 points, man. That's pretty
very good. Very good against Philippa because of her random damage, and even if they're boosting their tallest unit, they're just playing into poison anyway.
Right. We mentioned Invocation. You can if now say you run into the dreaded Caretaker friends and you have Invocation in hand, you want to just steal it round 2 if they try to bleed you, right?
Yeah, you just steal their scenario so they can't replay it.
And then they have a 2-point Caretaker, and you laugh.
Exactly. Yep.
Mata. Now this is gonna pull possibly Asir, possibly Morel. Well, but the idea is to play play Asir, put the scenario back in the deck, and then play Mata to get the scenario back. Correct?
That's correct. Yeah,
dream, right?
Mata's really good at getting Masquerade Ball out of your deck, clearly because Masquerade Ball is the highest provision target. So yeah, like she's just pretty much a Masquerade Ball tutor, and then gets you, whatever,
Yeah,
she gets you good cards. She's just really solid in this deck, and like she adds another way for you to play Masquerade Ball a second time if you shuffle it back with Asira. Yeah.
Yeah, that's we didn't have that opportunity to double it up per se, but it's there, and even when you don't double it up, it's just it's bananas how crazy this thing goes. You know,
It's just good. Yeah, there's a little bonus synergy too. We'll get to that in a few cards, I think.
Yeah. Morel, just a really nice way to double up your poisons. Worst case scenario, just possibly to enable your Vincent. That's one line that could happen right there.
Yep.
But the card's just great. He's a cheaper Gaunter Dim. I mean, he's just amazing. It's a shame they really need to change Gaunter Dim.
Oh yeah,
he's such a
terrible.
badass. But you know, you got
power crept.
Yeah, you got Dogma and Nilfgaard here, just shitting all over Gaunter Dim. Now the Asir we mentioned, you could play this. You could play the scenario in round 2 if you're against maybe say NR, and because you want to bleed that deck. That deck will 2-0 you no problem. But you put this scenario back in your deck round 3, and then you can play it again unless they kill it, and then you can just put it back in the deck again.
Yeah, Asir is really great for that. Like, even in games where you don't play scenario in an earlier round and then replay it in round 3, like if you just play it for the first time in round 3 and they have a random bomb heaver, you just Asir the scenario back and get it back with Mata or Leader or whatever kind of tutor. You know, there's other tutors in the deck, like Roderick. Like it adds resilience against people who run a one-off artifact removal.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Irish joined Scoia'tael. Swears, now sometimes Swears can get a little bit awkward, but for the most part, you know, worst case scenario, you can yoink back your spy, right? I mean, that's like a possibility.
Swears is just like a good card. He was actually originally added to this deck when we were searching for ways to counter Azar in Syndicate, because this deck is a little bit weak against Scarabs without Swears, but he finds great value against the Golem you put into the deck with Cynthia.
Right. Yeah. So you play Cynthia. It puts the Golem in their deck. Then you play Mata. They draw a Golem. You get a scenario.
Exactly.
And you just profit. I mean, it's just like as Gorflow explained it. The sequencing is extremely complex. If you're a player that wants a high skill cap deck, this is definitely up your alley, man. I'm probably going to do a couple more videos on this one just because it's so good.
Yes.
Cupbearer, now he could save you against Harmony, because they usually play their poison round 1 because they want to get that out. Well, it all depends. Like it's a nice way to, if you feel there's going to be a poison around, you know, to be able to purify it. Or yeah, it's just more poison. I mean, it's
I mean, this card is it's just overpowered. It's a 6/7 with 2 of the best abilities in the game on a row choice, and then he also has an assimilate tag, which is just icing on the cake at that point.
Right. Well, it's null and void here. We don't really assimilate anything, right?
I mean, you might maybe with your invocation. I think that might be it. Rot Tosser.
Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, that's a creative.
Does Rot Tosser? It might.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roderick. Now you don't want to play Roderick if you didn't get your scenario in hand, or because you might play it at the wrong time. Is that the way I understood it?
I mean, Roderick is dodgy early game for not just scenario, but a lot of your cards, a lot of your conditional cards. He's more of a card you typically want to save for the late game when you have fewer golds in deck, and he's a lot more consistent. He can snatch up those 1 or 2 golds that you missed, and he also has an aristocrat tag to proc your scenario.
Yeah, the tag procs even on the other side of the board. I didn't know that, but that's huge. I mean, that's just really, really good. So the tortoises and the sergeants we mentioned, those are for Ramon. The Rot Tosser, just mulligan it away in against Skellige. It's not going to happen. But everybody else, it kind of makes them you know, a little bit skittish on what they're going to do. You know, they could play a smaller unit, you know, next to it to save their big one, but it's still poisoning 2 things in a deck where you have, I don't even know how many poisons are possible in this deck. But
yeah, it's a lot of poisons, and the tosser procs Thirsty Dames 3 times.
Oh wow!
Because the cow carcass is doomed, which is 1 tag, and then he poisons 2 units, which is 2 more tags. So that's 3 points on all of your Thirsty Dames if it goes through.
Wow. Yeah, and these are your engines. You know, you can it'll proc the ball 1 time to get one of the fangs out. And then, as you mentioned, you just start putting statuses on them. So you want to get the dames out first, right? And then start dropping the statuses.
So, you just need to be mindful of budgeting your aristocrats. There's 7 aristocrats in the deck. Thirsty Dames are 2 of them. So, you know, depending on how many times you're seeing yourself playing scenario, just be careful with that. But yeah, you generally play them early and then start proccing them with your other poisons and statuses.
Right. And then if you do have, like, say, King Cobra in hand, you can use your leader to fish for another poison to possibly kill something big. So, you know, these cards just work really, really good. For the most part, though, if you have, like, 2 or 3 poisons, you might want to start mulliganing away the King Cobras just to fish, like, if you don't have your scenarios and stuff like that. These are probably the first set of mulligan fodder, I would say, is the King Cobras, if you already have a decent amount of poisons.
Yep.
And then the 2 hunters, you know, bleed and lock. I love this card. I've said it 100 times, but this card and the hawk in Scoia'tael are like my 2 favorite cards from this set. I just think they're really, really good. But that's the list. Mr. Gorflow, thanks for hanging out, man. I think we had some pretty good highlight games.
We did. Yeah, those were some dope games.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. Like always, guys, check out teamleviathangamingtlg for the meta snapshot. Snapshot 12's up. They'll probably, maybe this will get added on there. We'll see. I hope it does, because this just seems like something that you could just bask in the great sun all day long in this one. Check out Mr. Gorflow at twitch.tv/Gorflow on Mondays, which is today. So later on tonight at 6:30 EST. Check him out. He'll probably be playing this. You can get some more deck overview from him. He'll be happy to explain it to you in Twitch chat. And thank you, CDPR, for Witcher Socks. You guys are just fantastic, man. We love you guys. Here's a couple games, though, guys. We will see you at the end.
Yeah.
Mystic Echo Friends.
Keep a stiff neck.
Yay, we got a red coin. Scenario in hand? No. Of course not.
So we dropped the Rot Tosser.
Let's just count the number. Yeah, I think we dropped the Tosser. We have 2 bronze aristocrats in hand, which is nice.
Good.
You want to keep the soldier in case we get Ramon. I think K Cobra can go.
So he might be a Alarin friend. No? Dwarf. Huh.
Maybe we should have kicked the tortoise because we don't have Ramon. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe we drop the Thirsty Dame. We do have a lot of statuses.
A superb specimen, truly.
We can actually yoink his oak if we get last say and play it against them.
Yep. We haven't gotten to play Joachim yet in this list, and Joachim's really good for that.
So it's a dwarf list with elves? I'm confused.
I think it's just a harmony list, but we haven't seen anything except dwarves yet.
So we just play the 7?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's awkward. It's an awkward hand.
It is.
We needed, like, Ramon, Scenario.
Cynthia would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, he can't do shit with a golem.
It's all right, though. I think even if we don't win this round, we can defend the bleed.
We yoink
in round
that,
2.
right?
Yeah, we yoink that with spheres. We can defend the bleed in round 2 with Scenario.
Come on, stalkers. We're
We're up
right.
now. So that's pretty good. We haven't sacrificed anything, but really neither has he. We played some bronzes. We played 1 gold, but that's a hell of a yoink right there. Does he play it for bonded?
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
I'm thinking Moral.
On that 5 or the 6?
Yeah, I kind of think we need to. Well, hang on.
Where's the challenge?
I think you're right. I think you gotta get something going here. We got the cupbearer.
No, it's actually a pretty good morale. No, that's okay.
There's no way we spend Vincent in this round, though, right?
Probably not.
Either he drew worse than we did. Why not play that first?
So this is really perfect. What we could do is we could just like lock that immediately and then use morale to finish off the dwarf, and then we're in a really good spot, I think.
So we just lock the Percival.
Yeah.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morlohun's wood.
3 points. Yeah, I mean, you would think he would open with that. He could still get a smuggler tag here. He played his... I don't know. None of this seemed right. Like, I would have went Percival, Beast, and then started dropping all the craziness. Right?
He was trying to save Percival, and then he got scared.
So he's going poison on the 7. Do we purify it?
Yeah, I think we just purify that.
Because they don't have... They only have...
have particular taste.
They only have 3 poisons.
Yeah. So unless he's got Ranger, and Oak. And I mean, if he spends Oak this round, we just take it, right? We just steal
Yeah,
it.
Oak is the #1 invocation target.
Nature's Rebuke.
Actually, we might want to invoke the Treant, the Weeping Willow. It's a poison, which is pretty good.
So he loses 8. He drops down to 16. One of these cards is a Ranger. That's only 5 points.
Oh, he's gonna have 18.
Yeah, 18. So he needs 4 points.
I think that's a good invocation. It's if we don't get last say, whatever. I don't think we're gonna get an invocation on the Oak anyway. Let's play as if our opponent is going to make the best plays, and they're going to save their Oak for last with last say, which doesn't look like we're going to get if they keep pushing. So,
Do they go for the 2-0 here, though?
I don't think they can. We have good odds of getting Scenario for round 2. That they're not going to be able to 2-0 us, I don't think.
So if he plays the Ranger here, we just bleed with the Hunter? He played the oak.
We played it now because we played Invocation, which makes sense, but it's like a big commitment.
Do we just take the Morlum now?
Well, like, you could lock the oak or bleed the oak and then Vincent it next turn. And it's not really that big of a commitment. But the thing is, then we have to commit Vincent. I don't know. I like it. I don't think they want to give up a round that they played oak in, you know?
Well, he's still got waters and shit.
What do we have in our graveyard? I think maybe we take the Morlum Hunter, bleed the oak, and if they pass, we can Asira back, like maybe something else that's good, like Morale.
Bleed what?
Bleed the oak.
The hounds have got to sell it.
And then if they really commit here, they play something else, we can get like a sick Vincent on the oak and maybe get this on even. If they pass, we can play Asira, and we can put back whatever we think is going to be the best gold card.
Morale,
Either
right?
Invocation or Morale. I think it's Morale, yeah. We're like just kind of stacking our deck quality at this point, which is pretty nice.
Dies. This world dies with it.
Now we just have to draw the scenario. Or get Mata with the leader.
I'm thinking in this case we are going to smork, preferably with the scenario, yeah. Oh, and 2 aristocrats. I think this is the perfect hand. I think it's actually perfect.
We get the proc even though it's on the other side of the board?
Yeah, yeah. I think this is. I think it's it. I think this is it.
So we play it.
Yeah.
He plays.
Yeah.
He already played Nature's Rebuke. How does he kill it? How does he kill the 4?
He doesn't.
Trinkets and baubles don't impress me.
So he goes
He
waters.
locks it, maybe.
He goes waters. No, they don't really have locks, do they? Oh my god. Iris.
We met. I don't recall.
So we play the Joaquin, and if he has double poison, he has to play it then.
Yeah, Joaquin is actually kind of tricky. Joaquin is kind of tricky when they still have the double poison. Like,
It gives us our pass, though.
yeah, I think maybe we go for the Joaquin then and see what happens. Sure, we have to try and get one waters out of him. And already we're getting pretty good value from the Thirsty Dame.
So he needs 10 points. Where does he get 10 from?
Call into Fauve into Waters does it. But we're gonna play the Triette next to kill Iris.
Iris!
Yeah. Weird tech.
I am sadness. Yep. You called it.
Yeah, actually he didn't even need call, just straight up Fauve.
Wait, that's not enough. So now
No, and now we can poison into Vincent on the card that he's purifying. Yeah, that's actually you can just straight up Vincent it. You don't even have to. That's really good. Heck yeah.
You simply must pay my estate a visit once.
Now he's in trouble.
25. So he does. The thing is he doesn't have any tags here. So if he goes waters,
He's gonna go Waters now, I think. Oh, is leader?
Yeah, he's going in. Dude.
He didn't draw. Wait, how could he have not drawn waters? He has fog.
Did we just go in? Smuggler, 4 points.
Got business for me?
He needs 10.
I don't know. I don't know if we go in because he needs 10, yes, and also we're up the leader. Or you could just give up.
Oh man, that was crazy, dude. Iris.
And he had the perfect hard counter too, and he still lost. That's funny.
Good game.
Good game.
Let's try one more. So second wind.
There is but one punishment for
We didn't get our
traitors.
usurper. I'm kind of sad about that. All right.
All right. So we have 2 aristocrats in hand and scenario, but we're going first. Let's see.
Ramon and Nausicaa.
I'd kick the. You want to keep those? Yeah, I'd probably kick the Cobra first, King Cobra.
K Cobra.
Kick him again. Yeah.
Woo,
and then,
they just want us to poison the earth.
You can get rid of one of the Vipers too.
It's too much, huh?
I mean, we're just looking for good cards at this point.
So we're leading off with Nausicaa and Ramon.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what row, right?
Nah.
And not today! We see him tomorrow!
It's not bad. 8 points and an engine.
Yeah, you kind of just take Ramon whenever you can get him. There's 4 soldiers in this specific list, so it's a little bit tricky if you try to save them.
Yeah, and if you're a good player, you just keep drawing this all gold cards and those 4 points.
Yep.
Lock?
So that's one of your aristocrat procs. It might just be better to save him because I think we should go like Nausicaa then scenario and start proccing the scenario.
So go Nausicaa.
Yeah. And then you can even protect it with the TA.
So then we're going ball.
Yeah, we can go ball, and then we can drop our 2 bronze aristocrats to proc it, right? And at that point, we're really just only playing bronzes, and we'll Asira the ball back into the deck for later on. And
so we're dropping the ball now. Dropping the ball.
Drop the ball.
Doesn't matter what row we go on, huh?
Nah. I would say just like in general, just don't like row stack too much. But other than that, it's whatever.
Yeah, when I see a long ship, I'm a little greatsword crazy. Now, is that a good invocation?
That is a good invocation.
Or do we think it's, or do we just yoink his scenario? But they usually do it all in one turn.
That's a really good invocation. I'm just, you know what? It's a low tempo invocation, but yeah, like we have control of this match. Like we're not worried about playing low tempo because of the scenario. So I would say go ahead and snatch it. It's just carryover. It's just really good it's carryover for us. It's in an extra good gold card in our deck and negative carryover for the opponent.
So next we play another Dame.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dame, then Hunter. Most likely locking the
long ship.
The long ship after we get the other Dame out. Yeah.
So this is gonna be all right. So now we're gonna start seeing the priest friends.
Yeah, doesn't even matter. Like, there's no way they're winning this round.
So we just drop the Dame.
Drop the name, yeah. You're gonna start seeing like crazy points.
A superb specimen.
And probably poison the Drakkar. Because we're just gonna lock the other ship.
Yeah, 30 points. Alright.
Go to you, narrow stem, Chanterelle.
Like, I'm honestly, would Bleed be better than Lock at this point, considering how few cards we have left? And this guy also has armor, I think. Does he? Yeah, I think he has armor.
Yeah, he does.
So you get. It depends how far we play into this round. Honestly, I think I think Bleed might be better. What do you think?
Well, we're gonna get another free Empire, but it gets hit twice.
Oh yeah, that does. Lock is actually better. You're right, because we're spawning extra cards.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morlohen's wood.
So 44 points. Can he do that in 2 cards? Another Druid gets him 10. He needs another 10. And if he planned on using... what's his name? Oh, there it is. So now do we bleed the living shit out of him here?
Nah.
We don't care.
We always win in a long round because we have so much poison, I think.
So we got our Crow Mother.
So I would kick the 7-point soldier. We're looking for golds and poisons at aristocrats. Zera's really good. Could probably drop fangs. It's good. Yeah, I would just take the pass here.
Alright.
So like, we're gonna get scenario back in by the 3rd turn. We'll be able to play it in round 3 because we have a Sera meta scenario.
Nice.
Hoping we get Cynthia too, then we can do the really funny play where you make them draw the golem.
We always drop the Rod Tosser, right? It just
No.
it gets killed by Priest.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless we play it on like second to last say.
I think it's better to drop the tosser. It's not good against Skelligar monsters. Dame is good. But the extra poison is also good. I think we kick the Dame.
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, it's either Joaquim or Cynthia on the 50-50, so we get it no matter what. Did we just lock that? He just purifies it.
Let's see how many aristocrats do we have? 1, 2, 3.
This dude's just a human. That's
we
the
could-
only tag he has.
We could. I don't think we need to lock it because we could like poison it or whatever. But I'm thinking that we Roderick for Cynthia. The question is, do we want to wait 1 turn so we can put her between the priest and the Drakkar?
Yeah, probably wait.
Like we could drop Crow Mother.
Yeah, Crow Mother seems
Yeah, you don't want to put the scenario back
too early.
too early because then it makes the Roderick pull kind of dodgy.
There it is.
Yeah.
So now we play the rock.
Yeah, this deck is a sequencing nightmare. If you haven't noticed, it's like
Yeah.
crazy. So it'd be Roderick in between into Cynthia. Yeah.
So we're going Roderick with Cynthia.
Yep.
Kill the dog fiddlers!
I'm impressed.
Now what is? Oh, that just gives him. That's the Mata pull.
That's
Correct?
that makes Mata better. It would have been better if we had Cynthia earlier, but no big deal.
A double priest. Wow.
Accept our sacrifice!
At this point, it might actually make sense to lock the priest on the boat.
This one.
What do you think? Yeah.
He's gonna unlock it though. He's gonna have Gremist.
Yeah, maybe we save the lock for Gremist, actually. Alright. Well, then you can
Just-
just go ahead and...
Poison one of them, huh?
I think you can go ahead and zero the scenario back into the deck now. Because we want to get that out as soon as possible before we start applying statuses.
Then we play Mata next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, I mean, it's not unfortunate because we got 8 points of his cards, but there's the Ermion. So he wants to kill that. Is there any way we just yoink it, right? That's our yoink?
Bow before modern Freya.
Yeah, probably.
Because he wants to play that twice, right?
What are the backup options in the graveyard right now for the leader ability? Second wind.
He's got the druid already in there. But he wants to do it all in one turn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it is like it's like losing 4 points off of Swears. I'm not sure if that's worth it. It might be, but I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards not worth it. Like taking a 1 point Swear is really.
So we just break up the threes here.
No, I would mata first and then get the scenario out because we want to start poisoning and killing these engines as soon as possible, and like we want to kill that priest that's hitting the boat like really soon.
So he's got. We have last say though. Yeah, see, they're gonna do the messenger.
One for potions, one for soup.
They got the 3-point goal on now.
Oh, so you get it no matter what with Swears.
Yep.
Okay. So we play.
Just drop scenario.
Trinkets and baubles don't interest me.
So we get one. We got 2 aristocrats right here, so that procs the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
We played it. Do we just wait then? We just yoink that?
I think we can wait on it. I'm thinking the lock should go down first, and we should probably lock the priest that's hitting the boat.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, because then the larger one will be our poison target. And that also stops the boat from getting dropped every turn.
And we still poison the 13, right?
Yeah, and then we're probably just going to say Purify here, and we can deal with that.
So he plays Grimace. There it is.
Have ye nothing better to do?
So we just go leader and kill Grimace. So he can't get no more Purifies.
Like...
Or we just poison with Morel on Grimace.
The thing is, they haven't played Giga Scorpion Decoction yet, so they could answer Morale. I'm thinking we see what we get with leader, and if it's a poison, we could just poison in 1 turn the 15. Yeah, I think leaders.
So we take the Cobra.
Oh no, take the aristocrat. The third.
Oh yeah, because we get it for free.
We get it. Yeah, get an extra poison, and we get lots of extra points. Yeah. And then,
Did you bait him into it?
Never snip from the master's table. Never.
Oh yeah.
Then we just put the King Cobra on Grimace.
Yeah.
There
Should
it
be
is.
fine. Oh, there's the decoction, so now we're safe to play Morale.
Yep. So we just put one on Grimace, and then the other one on...
Yeah, one goes on Grimace, I think. Yeah, it does.
I mean,
Because he has... he's got to play... His last card's Scenario, so he's going to get another Alchemy card.
Yeah. It has to go on Grimace. Anything else would just get instantly purified. They're going for the RNG, trying to kill.
Did not happen,
Or,
sir.
They actually, I think they hit armor too.
So we just kill the 14, right?
Yeah, just kill the 14.
Then we can kill the cupbearer with that. He's got, what, 40? He's going to have like 62 points after his whole scenario and everything. He doesn't have any beasts to synergize this druid, though.
When you play Vincent, make sure you play him on the back row so we don't fill the front row for Swears.
There it is. So he plays it all in one turn. He has to.
You nicked my mushrooms again.
Do we have enough points? It's gonna be close.
I can help you if you
Yeah, it is going to be pretty close. I think we do have enough points.
He loses a 6.
We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone.
44.
Back's acting up again.
Greedy bastard. So we just kill Grimace?
Yeah, kill Grimace with back row Vincent.
You simply must be my escape, is it?
63. His last card's bear. It's a bear friend. He hits that boat.
Needs 18 points here.
That's not enough.
No, it's not. It's 12. We win by 6. Or do we win by 6? Or is it?
Come on, stalkers. We ride.
5.
It's 5. Yeah.
Nice. Good game.
Good game.
Hey, that's the video for today, guys. Mr. Gorflow, we appreciate you, sir. Thanks for coming through on some ladder leverage.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we enjoy our Gorflow moments. Stream coming soon, TM.
Yeah. Yes, sir. This Monday, 6:30 EST, as per usual.
There we go. So check him out, Mr. Gore. It's Gorflow, twitch.tv/Gorflow, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Yeah, definitely give him a check out on Monday. Like always, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Monday on Ladder Leverage.